and welcome back to my channel. I am back with another post-grad live video. I feel like this video is much needed. I feel like this video as far as discussing what to expect when you graduate college. So like I did write down like a little flow, like the way I want to go over it. And I'm sorry, but like the lighting in my room is good, but the flash off this is kind of blinding. So you guys might see me kind of looking down. I wanted to just like come to y'all for like 10 minutes and discuss like life after graduating. I feel like this is like much needed and it'll be helpful. So if it's helpful to you, then give me a thumbs up. If it's not, then maybe you can share with someone that is helpful for them. So the first bullet point I have here is to discuss what I was doing my senior year. North Carolina A&T, I graduated with a bachelor's in business management and 2 certificates in waste management and Six Sigma green belt. My senior year, for the most part, I was just working and just kind of like hanging loose. I was applying to jobs, but I don't think I was applying to jobs as aggressively as I should have been to kind of position myself for when I got out of college. I was in Greensboro in my student apartment and I was like talking to this guy and I just kind of worked like 15 hours a week at Ross, and then that was kind of it. Like for the first 3 months I just kind of chilled at the house, went out, just kind of gave myself a break from those 5 years. So the first thing I would suggest that is if you're going to be graduating and you want to move to a new city, I would recommend that you probably start around February with making contacts in that city, trying to apply to jobs there. I would not go to a new city unless I had a job. It'd be very hard and very difficult to be in a new city if funds are not flowing. So the first thing is to definitely don't think that it's a game, because when you graduate, it's not. Like, try to, if you can, look for you a job in the city that you want to go to. If you can't find a job, my suggestion would be, if you can't go home, to stay in your student apartment for a year and stack your money. And if you can go home, my suggestion would be to go home. I came home and at first I was kind of like kicking and fighting, but being home has gave me the ability to be able to do things I wouldn't typically be able to do, such as travel and, you know, go on vacations. That typically that money I would put towards rent, now I can put it towards the vacation. So if you can't find a job, my suggestion would be to go home if you can. If you can't go home, my suggestion would be that you stay in your student apartment for at least a year and stack your money until you can make your next step. So those are like 3 bullet points. GPA is something that I wanted to touch on. Please do not beat yourself up about a good GPA. GPAs, they sound good at when you're in college, but the job that I have now, nobody asks to see my transcript. Nobody asks to see my GPA. Do good while you're in school. I'm not saying don't make good grades, but I'm just saying that GPA is like, it's just GPA. Like, don't beat yourself up if you can't make a 4.0. Like, when you get out, these people want to know that you have the qualifications, that you have the experience. Put your focus on getting that experience that you need to add to your resume, but don't beat yourself up if, you know, your GPA is not where it needs to be. I touched on coming home a little bit before. Coming home can be so difficult, and I have like some points here, because, you know, you do have to share your space, and your family members, they may be nosy, and you may eat a little more when you're home, because it's like your mom is always cooking or your dad is always cooking, and, you know, you may put on weight. But like, try to embrace the moments that you do have at home. There'll be a point in life where you are married or you leave the house and you won't be able to be around your parents 24/7. So if you do move home, try to take in those moments with your family members. Yeah, try not to beat yourself up about being at home. Like, it's all good. Like, you being at home, your parents probably love to have you. If you have little siblings or older siblings, they probably love to have you, and you get to save money and do a lot of the things that you won't be able to do when you move. Try not to Like I said, you want to have goals, you want to have dreams, you want to have ambition, but try not to beat yourself up when you can't get the things that you want. Um, like that will come. Like you'll be able to travel, you'll be able to have your dream car, have your condo, or have your house. All that stuff will come, but don't beat yourself up because it will always be something. When I was in college, I always was like, dang, I wish I had more money. That way I could do X, Y, Z. And then when I got more money to do X, Y, Z, then I was like, dang, I wish I was skinnier. And then it's like, when you get skinnier, it like will always be something. So like, don't beat yourself up if, you know, you're not in the position that you want to be. It will come, just put in the work. Now, I will say, you know, your 9 to 5 provides you with the funds, but you will have to put in the work on your nights and weekends. So my suggestion would be to not quit a job. Like don't quit a job if you don't have a job. As long as you do the bare minimum, or as long as you do your job, what you're supposed to do, they still cut your check. So do not leave a job until you have a job. And don't be afraid to like apply to other places. Like I always tell people, your job now is not holding you hostage. You don't have to stay there if you don't want to. Like if you apply for a job and another company gives you a job, just put in your 2 weeks notice and leave. If you feel like you'll never be back, then just leave. Nobody is holding you hostage to anything. So I know that was all over the place, but yeah, you can do this. Like as millennials, I feel like we're all on social media and we're like stressing ourselves out about things that are not important. And when I say they're not important, like goodness gracious, like life is so beautiful and like you're stressing about things that aren't important. So I think I'm coming up on like 10 minutes right now. I can't see because like I said, the flash. I'm going to go to my Instagram because I did take a poll on my Instagram and ask what is some advice you would give post-grad. And I'm just going to read like 5 or 6 of them. And we can go from there. So, hi Alexis. My old coworker Lexi, she says, the advice I would give to my younger self is don't get stuck in a cubicle. You're worth more than that. And to piggyback off that, I would say she's absolutely right. You know, if a desk job is for you, a desk job is for you. I know for me, I don't want to say too much on camera and self-incriminate, but like, because I feel like my job watches me. But yeah, like a cubicle is not for everybody. You know, a 9 to 5 is not for everybody. Some people are more passionate about other things and they need a more, like nurses, they have different schedules, or hairdressers, they have different schedules. Everybody's not built for a 9 to 5. So yeah, definitely when you get in a job, like I said, don't quit a job before you have a job, but do still be actively looking. So thank you, Alexis, for that. Chief meteorologist, which is my cousin Josh. Hi, Josh. Shout out to you. Josh's recommendation is save more, spend less, invest in stock where you already spend your money, such as Nike, Amazon, Facebook, etc. Don't be afraid to stay home and save. So like I touched on that before, like you can go and move away if you want, it's your choice, but you know, being at home gives you so much possibility and so much flexibility for you to be able to spend your money and even save it. So thanks, Josh, for that tip. The next thing is leave these ninjas alone. They are trouble. Okay, shout out to Chastity. Yours truly, Chas. She left that. So, like, yeah, I definitely agree with Chastity on that one. Like, girls, I'm not saying you can't have a man. I'm not saying that it's not important to have a man. I'm just saying that don't make that man your universe or center everything around that man, because it can become draining. Like I've done that before. I've been there, done that. Like been heartbroken and like, not focusing on my studies, and it's just, I'm sure a lot of girls can go into details about men that they've had to alter their life, but my suggestion is don't let these men get you off track. So thank you, Chastity. Fluorescent beige, shout out to Keelan, is find a hobby. And I will say that it's absolutely true. Outside of school, you have to have a balance, and that's anything in life. You have to have a hobby. So like my hobby is YouTube. Of course, I don't do this full time. Sewing, cooking, that's my hobby. So yes, definitely find you a hobby that balances out the stressors of being in school. And I think I'm gonna do one more. Last one is Crown Kai. Hi, Cayenne. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna say that one on camera. Cayenne says stop having sex. Um, that one. But yeah, maybe not let that take over your entire existence and let it get you off track. So guys, I know this was kind of like impromptu and kind of short and kind of all over the place. And like I said, the light is in my eyes. But anyways, I hope this post-grad video helped you. Like, we all out here with degrees, but we're living at home. And if we're not living at home, we live in check to check. But we want to be on a jet. We want to be in a penthouse. And we can have those things, but it will take time. So, Glitter Gang, I love you. Feeling down, or if you need any advice, you can always DM me on Instagram. My Instagram is _HisCleopatra. My Twitter is _HisCleopatra. My Snapchat is, I don't know, because I don't really use Snapchat like that, but reach out to me on any of my platforms. Also remember to check out galorglitter.com and send any recommendations for our podcast that it is coming this summer, True Glitter. We need all of your ideas because we will be doing something. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. All right, bye, Glitter Gang.